to the channel. My name's Dino, this is my partner Adam, and our fur baby Twyla. We love travelling in our Ford Transit camper van, travelling in our Jimny and doing tent camping, and occasionally staying at an Airbnb. So if you like free camping, paid camping, camping tips and tricks, camp cooking ideas, and the good old country bakery, you've come to the right channel. So if you like what you see, press the subscribe button and come with us as we travel Australia one town at a time. Now let's get into this episode. Well, in this week's episode, we have hit Clare Valley. It's awesome.
We're in the town of Clare.
Well, in town of Clare, yes.
In South Australia.
We're just been to the information office and they've told us basically where we can go with the dog. And it seems like there's a lot of places you can go. Now, we haven't had breakfast or lunch, but we heard that Mr. Mix is the place to come today because there's meant to be music and dog friendly, and they do food and drinks. So let's go in and check it out.
There's nothing surer. Rich get rich and the poor get poor. In between time, ain't we got fun?
All right, we're very lucky because every seat was booked out, but because we came here so early, our table, someone's booked it for 2 o'clock, so we've got an hour and 45 minutes to have lunch. Perfect. So this is the menu, and so they've got the wine menu, and then they've got the food, mainly pizzas.
Cause I've got to give vent to my emotion.
They were nice enough to bring Twyla her own bowl of water straight over without even us asking, which is really nice.
Thank you.
So Adam's having a lemon lime and bitters. I've got it's meant to be very similar to a Sauvignon Blanc, but I forget the name, so sorry. But just ask them something that tastes similar to Sauvignon. Cheers. Alright, so it's here. Adam, what did we order?
That's way too much already.
So we've got potatoes. These are cooked in the in a wood fire oven. That looks amazing. And then these are, what are they? Croquettes?
It's croquettes.
And what's in them?
That was jalapeno corn, and that's a double dip potato.
Oh, that sounds so good. And to top it off, we've got a pizza that is looking awesome. Now, time to cut into this croquette.
And I think they like Genesis because they haven't flown
I don't know better if you bring me back, baby, everything's gonna be alright. In between time, ain't we got fun?
Alright guys, this has been such a great experience. I don't know how we're going to top this in the episode. Definitely giving them the King Dinos thumbs up. Absolutely loved our food, and I just thought it was amazing that they squeezed us in, even though this whole thing was completely full. They still managed us to get in a spot. It was really nice of them. Alright, so we've just arrived to where we'll be staying for the next 2 nights. We're at the Clare Valley Caravan Park. It is pet friendly, and I'll take you in and show you around. So these are the powered sites just here. And it looks like they've got 3 cabins. They've got 1, 2, bigger one over there. Toilets, showers, and the barbecue area. Now we're inside the camp kitchen. You've got pretty much everything you need. There's a few tables in here. They do have a fan, a heater, and of course they've got King Dino's Adventures. There's Twyla on TV. What caravan park wouldn't have that? And then also, check out this map of Australia. Just comment down below where you get one this size. I want one for my house. All right, let's go check out the rest of the park. Laundry. And then this is our powered site. You can see Twyla looking outside the window, and we've got a bit of fake turf here that we can set up our table on. What are you doing, Twyla? Adam's having a sleep. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the park tour. It's only a small park, but it's got everything you need. And tonight, what I've done is we're just going to have a bit of a chill out now. And I've organised a bus from a pub to come pick us up from here with Twyla, so it's pet friendly. And they're going to take us there for dinner tonight. All right, we just arrived to Sevenhill Hotel. And we've got a seat reserved out the back for us. And Twyla's welcome, of course. We just caught the bus. It was a quick drive, wasn't it? It wasn't too bad.
10 minutes.
All right, we're coming through the back entrance with Twyla. And it looks like a good undercover area for us to sit in. Look at this. How cool is that? All right, so it looks like we've got the outdoor tables to ourselves at the moment. There is that set up, so I think there's going to be a big group coming. When you come here, they suggest going downstairs, but we'll go do that after we eat and checking out the cellar. And they have a whole fridge that I just went into, just like from local wines. You can go in there, you can choose which one you like. We've gone with this one here. We're giving that a go. I don't know why. I think I just saw that it was dry, so I was happy with that. But anyway, we'll let you know what it's like. Cheers. All right, so this is the menu here. I'll just slowly go over if you want to have a look at the prices and what they have. We hear that the food's meant to be really good here, so we'll see how it comes out. Before tea arrives, I'll take you downstairs. If you haven't got a fur baby like us, you can book a table down in the cellar and drink around all these beautiful bottles of wine that I'd like to have a drink of. We couldn't help ourselves. We brought the shoe away, and we've started off with cauliflower bites as our entree to share. I'm really enjoying these. What I like about them is they're not too oily. You know, sometimes when they fry things, it's really good. These are really nice. I could eat pretty much the whole bowl if I wanted to. Cheers. All right, so I've gone with a steak, medium rare. It comes with chips. I've asked for veg as well. I was happy just to have it with veg, but they've added the chips as well, which was nice of them. And I got a pepper gravy, and of course my meat's medium rare. And then over here, Adam has gone the pork.
So I've got a pork with a slaw.
Pork with slaw.
And crushed potatoes with a mango hollandaise sauce.
Ooh, it sounds a bit fancy. All right, well, let's get these into us. All right, we've moved outside. We've had our dinner. What did you think, Adam? Did you like it?
It's really good. What did I have again?
Oh, no, you had pork. Adam's had two wines.
The pork and the apple slaw.
He's feeling it.
With the, and it had like a mango hollandaise sauce. Really, really good. If you're coming here, I'd recommend it.
Oh, there you go. And he's just set up this. We're going to be playing, what is it called?
Jenga.
Jenga, that's it. Jenga. Really enjoyed my meal too. It was really good. They got a really nice outdoor area outside. So we were in there. But sitting out here, it's quite nice if you get a good night. Sun's going down. So we're going to have a drink now, play some Jenga, and enjoy the night. Been a great night, and the shuttle bus has now picked us up and taking us back safely to the caravan park. All right, I've gotten up nice and early to go for my walk. Hopefully I can find somewhere for a coffee as well. But yes, Adam and Twyla are in sleep. I'm going to go do my walk. I might just do an hour and see what I can find along the way. But yes, I'm in the middle of a vineyard. I don't know what vineyard, but what a way to start the morning. And look at this sunrise. Beautiful. I seriously don't know where I'm walking to. I'm just walking in a straight line and hope it takes me somewhere nice. But what a view. I'm just taking all the vineyards. There's a beautiful one on the other side, which I'll film on the way back because the way the sun is, I couldn't it wasn't picking it up properly. But I mean, look at this view. This is awesome. What a cool way to start my morning here in the Clare Valley. Some kangaroos just enjoying the vineyard. All right, I've managed to walk to the next little town, Watervale. Welcome to Watervale. home of fine Riesling. All right, I now have a footpath to walk on at least. I'm in this town and I can think ahead. I think I can see a cafe. Also a lot of beautiful old houses. Right, so we're at the Watervale General Store and it's got coffee, so that's a good sign. Let's go inside. Oh, looks like they got bikes for hire. Maybe we can put Twyla in one of them. All right, I'm one happy tourist. I've got my coffee, thank God. And now I also got instructions how to get to the rail trail because I didn't know how to get to it. So I'll be able to hopefully walk back to the caravan park on that rather than walking along the freeway because cars get up to 100 k's and I don't really want to be walking along getting hit by cars. But yeah, I've just got to turn left up at the pub. I made it to the Watervale Hotel. Look at this place. It looks really nice. You can sit out on the balcony, bring your dog, I reckon. But it's not open yet. And I've got my coffee. The coffee tastes awesome, by the way. But I've been told to turn left here, walk 10 minutes, and I should hit the track. Oh, I'm definitely considering coming back here with Adam. Look at the courtyard they've got here at the pub. What an amazing view. And this walk has been quite nice to get to the trail. But I am finally here. I'm on the trail and there's a board up here. Let's have a look at it. And it should show me where this trail is going to take me. All right, the Riesling Trail. I'm definitely taking a photo of this. It's going to be very handy. It even has places where you can take photos. So I'm just standing back so I don't cast too big of a shadow over it. But at the moment, I'm right here and I've got to just head back to here. That's our caravan park right there. So it's not that far of a walk. So, but I walked pretty much, I was walking along this freeway, which was probably not the best idea. It's pretty dangerous walking along freeways. So yeah, so it's better to take the trail. I just didn't know where it was, but now I do, thanks to the lady at the coffee shop. All right, just noticed someone left a dog bowl of water there. That's my coffee cup, by the way. No one has littered. I've got that, that's mine. Anyway, let's get started on this track and we'll see if we see anything interesting along the way. So I have these signs that tell you 500 meters off you can go to these different wineries when they're open. It's great way to get people to the wineries. And I'm only assuming that they do this at every town, but they have a little, you can come off the path and it has a sign of what town you're in, so you do definitely know where you are. And they've got a picnic table there, so if you want to pull over on your bike and have something to eat, have lunch, you could. Not that you'd want to, because you got vineyards and vineyards of places you can stop and eat and drink. But if you wanted to bring a picnic, you definitely could. And then they've got a little bit of information about the town by the looks of it. Oh, it's actually about the station that was once here. One thing I was worried about the track wasn't going to be big enough for a walker like me to walk along and bikes to come along. One, it's not too busy at the moment, as you can see, but the path's really wide, so no problems. I can be walking, they can ride around me, no problems at all. So yeah, so don't worry about walking on the track. Don't feel intimidated. No, not that anyone would, but I do. I'm loving this. Just stopped to say hello to all the sheep. They're all here. And what's really good is there are parts of the track where it's up high, obviously, so the track wouldn't get flooded back in the day probably. I'm assuming, again. But so it gives you that height so you can look down and look at everything. And look at this part of the track I'm coming up to now. Covered with beautiful trees. And then you just poke through the trees and oh, voila, another vineyard. My first lot of bike riders just passed me. They rang their little bells and I moved to the left. All good. Okay, so we're here. We're at the town where we're staying. So I'm going to get off the track now and head down this road along these vines. And then it just tells you what's in the area again. And they do have, it looks like they do have the tables at every town, so you can stop and have a rest. And then also here, so the track goes along here, but originally the track would have gone over the road. You can see that they've got the old, well, part of the support for it, where it would have gone over. But now that I'm here, I better head back to Adam because he's probably wondering where the hell I am. I really didn't know how long I was going to be. I thought I would be an hour. It's been almost 2 hours. So it's I think by the end of this, I would have done about 8 kilometres. So we'll check on my phone when we get back. Well, I'm back and Twyla looks like she's just having a bit of a stretch before she gets up today. I made a second coffee. Well, I made this coffee, the last one I brought. And Adam's up, but I can't turn the camera around because he's in his undies. But we're just going to get ready and better get the van packed up because we are staying here tonight, but we'll take the van out today to go visit a few places. So today we're going to head out to another winery. This time we're heading to Sevenhill. It's a magical cellar door in Clare Valley. They started making wine back in 1851, yeah, you heard me right, for religious ceremonies. Sevenhill is the oldest winery in the valley, and they're still making their wines today for us to enjoy. The Jesuits were the ones that planted the original vines, and the first thing we came across when we entered the property was this church, which took 9 years to build. It was built in 1865. When they were building the church, they actually ran out of money, so the spire was never put on top. They said they would do it down the track, but it never got done. They still today make their sacramental wine for churches, which they use in all the ceremonies in church. After I have one too many wines here, I might have to come back and get into this confession box and say my confessions. But in saying all that, I think it is time to go check out the rest of the property and see what else there is before going and trying some of their beautiful wine. They're located really close to the Riesling Trail, so they get a lot of families riding along on their bikes, popping in, tasting some wine, and just enjoying the beautiful vineyard. Just make sure you give yourself plenty of time to explore the whole grounds, as there is so much to take in. I can almost taste that wine on my lips. So we're going to see one more thing and then we're going to go head down and get a taste test. We couldn't have picked a better day to come. The sun is out and it's absolutely gorgeous day. All right, I think we have just arrived to where it all began. I'm getting Adam to do the research right now as we speak, so he can tell us a little bit about where we're at.
So the cottage in Clare Valley is a place of history and pilgrimage that honours the foundations of the Jesus religious order in Australia. The cottage was damaged in the Ash Wednesday fires, and hence remaining the stone structure.
And basically they've built this over the top to protect it because they don't want it to be ruined. And they've done it so you can still walk through it and see it all. They have plenty of information boards, and there's stories that lead back also to Mary MacKillop when she came here. And we did see the Mary MacKillop Museum in, I think that was in Eden. Wasn't it? I think it was Eden, yeah, in one of our old episodes. So yeah, she got up here and
she stayed in the cottage with
yeah.
her 2 brothers.
Oh, so she stayed in here. Oh, there you go. All right, let's have a walk around. Well, it says entry, so let's start in here. And they've on all the walls, you've got plenty of information, so take your time walking through here. And they've got the nuns, the story about the nuns up there. And yeah, you can go through all the different rooms. They all seem to have fireplaces. The Indigenous history. Got a large photo of Mary MacKillop there, and just talking about her links to the family and to Sevenhills. Like the look of this sign. Got the cellar doors up here. Adam, we going to the cellar door? He's ignoring me. Probably doesn't want us to go. So the church is beautiful stone building. We'll go around the front and see if we can see what it is. So at the moment it's a Jesus Retreat Centre. But then if you look at the front here, it does have a year on it.
1868.
So it's got 1868 was the year it looks like it was built. Not sure if they do food here, but if they do, wow, look at this. You could sit out here. They do have a food truck, but it's not open. But we'll find out what they do serve during the day. All right, so we have made it to the cellar door, which Adam's gone in, but he shouldn't be, probably with Twyla, I don't know. But this is the cellar door. All right, so now we're inside. Check out the size of these barrels. Let me turn the camera around so you can see them compared to me. Oh, it smells so good in here. It smells like wine. But yeah, these are huge. These are so massive. All right, so Twyla and Adam are going to stay outside and just have a bit of a chill out while I do a tasting. I'm going to start this day off right. And so there's two tasting options. You've got the more, what are the two options?
You got your indigo or your premium range.
Or the premium. I'm going indigo because I'm more of an indigo kind of. So this is the tasting that I'm doing. And got my glasses lined up. So we'll get this show on the road. All right, so this is what I'm going for. So you choose your 5 that you want to taste. So we're going to give those a go. And obviously we'll probably go into this order as you go along, starting off with the whites and moving into the reds. And they go from lighter to heavier.
You're starting here with the indigo Riesling. Very classic Clare Valley style Riesling. Has that drier finish to it. Got a bit of acidity.
All right, here we go. Oh, that is good. Yeah, definitely like that one. This one, what have we got there?
You've got your Pinot Gris. This is the least dry out of our whites, I find, so a bit more of that fruity sweetness, a bit more fruit forward. It's the only one that we outsourced our grapes for, came from the Adelaide Hills, cooler, steadier climate there, which is more ideal for their growing conditions. Here we have your Grenache. This is our 23, where you kind of recently swapped over from our 22 vintage. This one we blended with a little bit of open range Grenache, which is our more premium Grenache. That comes from vines that are about 105 years old. So that's where you get that real complexity from the fruit there.
Well, this is definitely not something I've had before. Like, the taste is really unique. It's really nice. Bottoms up. You got here?
Your Barbera. It's a Northern Italian grape variety, so you'll find it in a lot of Italian restaurants because it pairs really well with any of like your pizza, your pasta, those tomato-based sauces, because it's got the right amount of acidity in there.
So smelling this one, you don't get your typical smells. It's almost a bit off-putting. But anyway, we'll taste it and we'll see how we go. Yeah, no, I think it's great. It's very I don't know how to describe it. Rich, full of like really rich. That's what I'll go with that. Hopefully, I'm giving it justice. But nice. And lucky last
is your Merlot. Merlot's got those real rich fruits like your rhubarb and your plum. Got a lot of mint in it at the moment. I'm finding kind of on the back of the palate. Yeah, pairs well with anything, bit of that kind of rosemary, got a bit of like that rose hip in there as well.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Yep.
Yeah, really, I've liked them all actually, to be honest. They're really, really nice wines. But this one, yeah, I like this one. You will like the smell of it, not like the last one, but it tastes just as good as it smells. I really enjoyed doing that. I wish Adam could have come and joined me, but he couldn't. He had to stay out with Twyla, but definitely would recommend doing tasting if you're there. All right, so I got myself, sorry, I'm just trying to get down these stairs. So from the tasting room, you can come downstairs and like I said, I got myself a bottle, done my tasting, and now I'm checking out where they used to store the barrel. Well, they still do store barrels down here. I don't know how large it is down here, but I'll go for a little walk around and see. Quite a few barrels stored there, and we'll head up this way. Well, I've really enjoyed coming here and learning about the history and being able to just kind of walk around doing your own thing, checking things out, self-guided tour almost. And also, if you're wondering what wine I ended up getting, I ended up going for the first one I tasted, which was the Riesling, which this area is so well known for. And I'm really enjoying the Riesling here. Normally, I'd never drink a Riesling, but from this region, it's a little bit more drier. So I'm really liking it. So got one of those. Before I came downstairs, I checked out a lot of the history on the walls upstairs. So where you do your tastings, you can see photos of the family that own it now, photos from way back when. You can see all the bottles, and you can check out a little bit of art and just plenty of history. So make sure you check all that out before you go downstairs, because once you're downstairs, you can leave and exit from there. You can even see some of the old equipment they used to use back in the day when they were making the wine. Now, better head back to Adam and Twyla. All right, we've just parked out front of this place. Look how nice it looks. They've got a massive outdoor area. So I'm going to go up there. I don't even know what it's called. So we'll go find out what it's called, and we'll go see if they've got something for lunch. So it looks like we've got a bakery, and they've been baking since 1895. All right, we've got plenty of outdoor seating, and it looks like it might be a couple of businesses, the bakery and another place over there. So we'll have to find out what that is.
Great Cooley Wines.
Oh, okay, so it's a winery and a bakery. All right, so the bakery looks awesome. Just went in there, and everything looked like it was on steroids. Looks huge and delicious. So I've picked out the pie that I want, and I'll tell you about that once I get it. And then Adam has gone in to get a wine. So they got the one side, they got the bakery, the other side, they got the tastings. So he's going to go quickly have a tasting and pick us out a nice wine to go with our lunch. Adam's been gone for a little bit. Now, I must have picked a good wine. What did you choose?
Well, I mentioned we have Sauvignon, and they do have Sauvignon, so that's what I got.
Is it from this area?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
Yeah, it does taste good. So,
yeah? Do you remember the name? No.
Well, I thought we'll get a bottle after this maybe as well.
Oh, really? Is that good? But no, did you remember the name of the actual wine? No. That's okay.
Well,
cheers.
Great Cooley Sauvignon.
Nice.
Cheers.
Well, Adam's just gone in to get our lunch, and I had a taste of the wine that he's picked. He's actually done a good job. It's actually really nice. So we're thinking of grabbing a bottle to take home with us. All right, so I got they call this a plugger. It's got quite a bit in it. I think I know it's got bacon. I know it's got beef, I think. You got a pasty?
Yeah.
Did you get the vegetarian or?
Yes.
Vegetarian pasty? Oh, nice. All right, when I take a bite of this, I'll tell you what else is in it. Well, there you go. It's beef, bacon, and there's cheese. It was a really nice spot to stop and have a tasting, especially if you got a dog. And they even had a dog in the wine tasting area, so I'm sure if you asked, they might let you in there with it. Not saying we didn't take Twyla in, but you probably could ask. And the pies and the pasty were great. So yeah, no, that was a really good little spot to stop. All right, we've headed out from where we were, probably about 18 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And we've headed to Martindale Hall. Don't know nothing about it. All I know is it's pretty grand. I'm getting the vibe of like, if you're from Victoria, Werribee Mansion kind of vibes. But anyway, we'll go learn and see what it's all about. It looks like we've got this whole place to ourselves. Not bad.
It's a 19th century mansion and the lifestyle of the upper wealthy class.
Well, there you go. So it is like Werribee Mansion, basically. And what movie was filmed here, Adam? Did it say that? Oh, Picnic and Hanging Rock, which is really bizarre because you think, why would it be filmed here? But there you go. It was. So, unfortunately, it looks like there is no pets allowed. So, Twyla, back to the van with you. Sorry. feeling quite underdressed for this. I think I should be in something a bit more royal, walking into a place like this. But anyway, let's go in and have a look. Avondale Hall was built in 1879. It was built for a 21-year-old sheep farmer, a young man named Edward Bowman Jr., who decided he wanted to live a grand life with servants and a grand house. He had 13 women servants and a butler. He had inherited his wealth from his father, who had drowned in the local river. He went off to Cambridge and studied, and after he studied, he came back with the plans for this English Georgian house and 50 builders to build the house who camped out on the lawns while they built this house. The men used hand tools and they built it so quick, they built it in only 23 months. All right, the first room we've come into is the ladies' drawer room. So this is all pink, as you can see. And this is where the ladies would hang out. The men's room's on the other side. We'll do that one last. But yeah, it's quite grand. These are all real marble, and all the ceilings have been done by Italians. The person that owned it, well, built it, actually had Italians come out and do the roof from Italy. Now I've headed into the formal dining room. As you can see, very grand, big fireplace, and it's quite gorgeous. All right, now this is one of the better rooms. This is where they keep all the good alcohol. So I think this is like a butler's pantry from back in the day, I reckon. But it doesn't actually say what it is, so I'm guessing the butler's pantry. And even they had a fireplace. Now we're in the library and billiard room, and you can see the size of the table, and you can see behind me the size of the door. So this whole wall here was not built until they delivered the table. So this table ain't leaving this room, yet they literally built that wall around this table. So there you go. Anyway, I'll show you around the room. So the Italians definitely did a good job. And then you can see the table there, beautiful table. And then the wall of books. And then these are the sheep they had. The family that owned it, or one of the families. And again, another beautiful fireplace. And finally, we have the smoker's room. So this is men's only business in here. So ladies, turn away. No, this looks amazing. They've got guns on the wall. Oh, look, I'm just going to turn the camera around and show you because I just think this is incredible. Right, now we're climbing these beautiful staircases to the top. We'll go upstairs and take a look. So as you walk to the top of the staircase, you're greeted with the void in the middle that looks down over the chandelier. And then you've got portraits around, and then you can see the ceiling here and the glass roof. There we go. All right, we'll head over to this first room and I'll tell you a bit about that. Now we're in the guest room. This is the guest room. And I tell you, if I was staying here even now, I'd be pretty impressed. And then they even have an ensuite. So I'll take you through to the ensuite. All right, so I'll just show you the actual room itself. And then we'll head through to the ensuite. Here it is here. Check out this bath. And it looks like it even had hot and cold water. It's pretty impressive. Okay, now we're in the master bedroom, and this is the blue room, they call it. And oh, it's absolutely stunning. Let me turn the camera around and show you. So they've even got a mannequin set up wearing one of the dresses they would have worn back in the day. Beautiful fireplace. And the artwork's amazing too. And they've even got, just over here, oh, there's the bed, the wallpaper. And then over here they've got original photos taken from here. And then let's go into the bathroom. Here it is here. And again, they've got the bath with the wallpaper that's absolutely stunning. Okay, now welcome to Valentine's room. He was a young boy. He died at the age of 8. And he always kept out. He had some health issues and he always kept out of the sight of everybody. And there's a little gap in the door where somewhere, which I'll look for in a second, where he used to peek out. And Valentine, ever since he passed away, he has been seen in this house as a spirit. So if you believe in it, you might actually come across him. And a little girl reckons that she played with him up in this room once, but thought it was a little girl. And then they explained to the mother that Valentine had long curly hair. So that's why, if she really was speaking to the spirit, that it was most likely because, most likely the little girl got confused and thought it was a girl because he had the long curly blonde hair. And here's the little gap in the door. Okay, from the mansion, you can do a small walk out to the coach house. Now, this coach house is about 1,000 times bigger than our house. But yeah, this was a coach house. Quite elegant for a coach house. So out the back of it, it's got, looks like a few more stables. And this is the back. I was just seeing if you can actually go in there, but it doesn't look like you can. I'll just turn the camera around because I'll show you inside through the window. It looks like they've got a carriage in there. And it looks like the part of it's been cleared out. But anyway, I'll turn it around and let you have a look. So you can see it's quite a large room. And then there's a carriage in the middle. And I can't actually see the front doors, but yeah, that's inside. When we're looking for different things to do besides drinking wine in Clare Valley, we come across the Maze, which unfortunately is having renovations at the moment. So next time you're in town, hopefully it'll be open and it'll look even better than what it already did. It's got beautiful landscaping. There is a cafe here that they do coffees, you know, like hot drinks, teas, cold drinks. So yeah, you can come here, do that, do the maze. The kids will love it. And yeah, it's just a pretty cool place to come and check out if you're in town. And hopefully it's open for you guys. Been back for a while and we thought rather than wasting food, we've got our leftover pizza. So sometimes when we go to a place, if we've got too much food and we've got the van with us, we'll go back to the van, grab some containers, pop it in, and eat it later. So we've got some of these from yesterday from the winery. And also we brought back some of the potatoes because we had too many potatoes. So we're having for dinner. Here's Adam eating with Twyla. And yeah, saving money, saving wastage. Cheers. Okay, it is 6:30 in the morning. I've gotten up. I'm on a mission to get onto the rail trail and see the sunrise, and hopefully I get a nice spot when it is rising so I can see the beautiful grapevines, the sun come up, and hopefully it's a nice sunrise altogether. I'm just in the camp kitchen because I didn't want to wake anybody up, and it is pitch black outside, so alright, it's going to be fun walking to the rail trail in the dark, but we'll see how we go. So this is the very first bit of light that I'm seeing from the track. I've just made it here. So I'll keep walking along and watch this sunrise. Alright, so I'm coming out to a part where it's a bit in the ditch. So this is how the sunrise is looking at the moment. So hopefully on the other side of this ditch, we haven't missed it. I'm just checking out this view. Look at this. Look at these sunbeams. It looks like an actual, you know, like how you draw a sun. I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I thought that looked really cool. Look at that. All the lines. Maybe I'm just up way too early. But I'm sure I saw lines. It looked really cool. All right, my first sign of wildlife. Little joeys, I think. Look at these two rabbits playing. I don't know if you can see. Oh, there it goes. There he is. Watch this. And then the other one will run out probably. There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. No, he's just going to do a runner. Oh, they run fast. This is probably my favourite part of this walk. I loved going under the trees, listening to the birds. And I'm probably missing the best part of the sunrise simply because I'm kind of behind hills now, behind this. But there's some pink in those clouds now. Looks pretty stunning. Now time to go get a coffee. All right, so I've made it to the town that I want to go to. I'm going to rename it. It's going to be called Coffeeville. Oh, the tack of the birds. Just an idea, this is a hotel that we're thinking about coming and eating yesterday. We didn't get around to it. Would love to have come here, and the food looks good. I looked it up on the website. But obviously it's got a gate here, so hopefully they are dog friendly. I'm pretty sure they would be. It's a 1 hour walk from the track from our caravan park. So yeah, just an idea. Coming to get a coffee, and look what just came here fresh today. I'm going to grab 3 of them. 1 for myself, 2 for Adam. Look how good they look. I saw them yesterday and I said, there's none left. And they said, and then the delivery driver come in and goes, well, are these what you want? How good's that? What a morning. I just can't believe those Danish tarts just walked in just as I was imagining them. Talk about putting it out there to the universe. But now I didn't really think of this. I have to carry all this back 1 hour on the walking track. All right, I've made it back to town. So now it's time to go put these in the oven. Twyla's up, Adam's up, but I can't film him again. He's in his undies. But I just found something else. What have I been called these, Adam? You told me you called them Danish tarts. I called them Danish tarts. And Adam's like, they're not Danish tarts, you idiot.
They're Portuguese. You offended the Danes and Portuguese.
They're Portuguese tarts. I'm so sorry to all the Portuguese people out there for referring, and the Danes. But that's okay. Look, we've resolved the problem. You don't have to come and comment down below, but you can. If you want to go us, that's fine. All right, it's time to, I'm just boiling the kettle, have a coffee, and test these out and see what they're like. All right, just pour the coffee. Adam's not really camera ready, but he hasn't even had a shower. But I'm forcing him to taste one of these.
Coffee's good.
Damn tarts. I'm just going to call them damn tarts now.
You can have 2, I can have 1.
No, I'm only having 1. I got you 2. You can have 1 after you shower. But let me know. Now, we didn't heat them up. He did say they taste great heated up, but you can have them cold. Yeah, good. Mm-hmm. Are they everything, you know, like, are they ridiculously good or just good?
No, they're good. They're good.
They are? Awesome. Can't wait to try it. Look at Twyla. Her head's like nodding side to side.
Bit of crust.
Yeah, this is definitely my kind of dessert because it's got that beautiful sweet and savoury taste together because I prefer savoury. So there's enough savoury there to save me from the sweet, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's really delicious. Well, whoever did make these in Adelaide, I'm giving the King Dino's thumbs up. That's awesome. All right, Twyla's just back from her morning toilet walk. Now, if you're new to our channel, we're about to pack up. So I thought I'd let you know, with our pack up, we keep everything really simple. And I'll show you, I'll take you around the front and show you basically what we put in the front cab when we're stationary and what we have to pack up when we go to leave. It's pretty simple. So this is pretty much it. So we have Twyla's outdoor bed, our table, and her bed that we just keep just in case she ever sits outside. This is just her cooling mat because it had been hot at the start of this trip. But otherwise we wouldn't even have this with us if it wasn't hot. So all I have to do is strap it in like this, done. And then the way we've got it set up is we can still come in here and enjoy the van during the day, even with this here. Her doggy bed just sits behind this, so it won't move because it's kind of trapped in there by this. And then I need to go get our cord and wind that up, and we're done, ready to go. Pulled the cord out and I literally sit that in there. That's where that lives. So it's out of the way. Like I said, we've got plenty of room to sit if we pull over, and it's ready to go next time we get to our next stop. Pull it out, plug in, and we're done. That's why we try to keep it simple so we can move, because we're traveling constantly and we're moving place to place every day or every 2 days. This keeps it simple and makes it not annoying. It's not a hassle to set up or pack down. Where if you're going to be staying longer, like you've got a van, caravan, it doesn't matter. You can get your air fryer out, you can get all your whiz-bang things out and, you know, set up and take your time with it. But the way we travel, we like to be quick, fast, and get in, get out. So here we are, packed up. Now just got to wait for Adam to get out of the shower. That's what takes the longest. All right, as soon as you get into this town, grab one of these from the information office. It's Clare Valley, and inside it has this map. This is pretty much all the little towns in Clare Valley. They go all the way along, and like to do everything here, it would take weeks. Like there is so many places you can visit, so many places you can eat, so many things you can see. So yeah, if you want to spend more time here, do it. We've only been here 2 nights, so we haven't done as much as we would love to, but we'll definitely have to come back another day. But definitely get yourself this book, and that shows you all the places we've been to. I know people are going to message us and say, you should have gone here, you should have gone there, but we seriously, 2 nights, you just can't do it all. Well, guys, that's it for this episode. If you're new to the channel, make sure you do go like and subscribe and tell your friends about us. And guys, please leave a comment down there. We answer back to everybody. So get down there if you've got any questions, we can answer them. And until next Sunday, we will see you then. Thanks, guys.